Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore and I'm going to read your tea leaves today. Okay, let's just get right into it. I'm going to start with the cup facing the right. We're going to go around counterclockwise 3 times and then I'm going to tap it 3 times. Okay, let me get my little stick here. All right, so if you are new to the channel or if you have been here before, I thank you for watching the videos, and please go ahead, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love hearing from you all. I want to hear, what are you seeing in these cups? What kind of symbols? What's resonating with you? Is the message anything that makes sense, or I don't know, did you see something else? I would love to hear what you think. It's always interesting. I get messages from my friends, and even my husband sometimes is like, oh, I saw this or that and it made me think of this or that, and I'm like, oh yeah. I kind of, you know, I see in retrospect, you know, sometimes I miss things or it looks different. It just looks different once it's over. Okay, so immediately, well, first, okay, number 1, here I'm seeing a heart. It's a little bit of like a little bit of a wonky kind of heart. Maybe that means, you know, it's not a fully formed love yet, but it's coming. It's in the process of, right? But anyways, I wanted to go over here. Now this is an interesting image and I'm gonna have to think about what do I think this means. But it looks like a little rooster with its tail here, okay? And it looks like it's standing on some kind of little chair and it's leaning over and it looks like it's kissing, which it's kissing, for some reason a poodle came to mind. And I think it's just because the little face looks like it has that poofy top, but not the whole body so much, just like the front of a poodle. What does that mean? A rooster kissing a poodle? I don't... So, I mean, maybe that is like an odd couple, right? It's a dominant male, okay? He's the ruler of the roost, so to speak. And it seems that, you know, a poodle, if, you know, thinking about what these dogs' features are like, or personalities, they're kind of a little bit, should I say this? Maybe like an arrogant, showy-offy kind of dog. I mean, listen, I've never had a poodle, so I'm just going off of my very small amount of interactions with the poodle, but the impression that I kind of have of like a poodle, right? So just on a very surface level, I'm just thinking that maybe this is kind of like an A-type male and an A-type feminine, or A-type masculine and an A-type feminine femme type of person coming together, okay? And I don't know what that really has to do with yet. It's not really in the central portion, but the heart is it's very large here, okay? And then this one is a little smaller. It's kind of on the rim, so maybe this is kind of a supporting detail. Maybe this is the main detail. I have to look around a little more to figure that out. But it really stood out immediately. Hopefully you guys can see the same image. I'm not just like totally off my rocker here. Okay, now let's see. So we have kind of a kissing couple. We have a heart that looks like it's in the process of coming together. Okay, interesting. So now this heart, if I kind of turn it, let's see. if I kind of turn it this way, it looks like two different things at once to me. First, it looks like a face, okay? It looks kind of like, almost like a skeleton, but I don't think so. I think it's just more, and the nose almost kind of looks like a heart a bit. So I'm thinking, and the eyes kind of look like they have like eyelash, like very prominent eyelashes. So I'm thinking that this is going to be, well, it's going to be a feminine person. It seems like their gaze is kind of fixed on this other, the kissing couple, okay? So I'm thinking that maybe I don't think this is the female from the couple, but I think this is maybe somebody who is really watching the situation go on. Okay, like and now I saw two parts of this, and now let me turn it this way a little bit, and I want to see if I can get it so you guys can also see. Now it's the same face and the heart, but from this angle, it looks to me like an angry hen or chicken, okay? So it looks like it's facing this way. This is its face with its mouth open, and it looks like it's almost like it's like in a angry, maybe attack, or it's just worked up kind of. It looks like it's pretty worked up. And then this looks like almost like a person with like kind of a long neck, like bending over. And I feel like the impression that I get is this is gossip. Okay, they're not fighting, but it seems like they are. And let me put it like this so it looks less like the face, because I keep looking at it in the little viewfinder. I'm like, oh, that kind of, it's back in the face. Keep seeing that very prominent face. But it looks like they're gossiping, and I think that there's like, this is kind of like and it looks like a chicken, but it also kind of almost looks like Godzilla, right? So I think that there's like kind of a lot of anger. This is like wild talking smack kind of you know, petty gossip, okay? And I think that it's definitely about this couple over here. So I feel like the couple, it has some haters, okay? I think that this relationship that is forming with the with our rooster and poodle is kind of causing some oh, let's get it focused, causing some drama. And I think people are really watching this happen. I think they're watching the relationship come together. I think that they're watching this drama happen and play out too. I think that this is like a whole show. It's just the whole thing, the whole drama is playing out for everybody to see, okay? And I think that it seems like it's a little bit messy. Now over here, on this side, I see almost, now in the viewfinder, it almost kind of looks like a little mouse or something. Right here. With a little, where is it? Like the little nose and the little body and then the little tail, okay? But I'm trying to get it so I can show you also how I'm seeing it, where it kind of almost looks like, and I don't know that the light is really going to catch it very well, but it almost kind of looks like something with the ears and like kind of an angry face. So I feel like just this couple is really just getting it from all angles. I think we have some like people that are supposed to be friends, because this little, let's not even say it's a mouse, this little rat is out here telling details about this relationship. And I think it really, everybody's watching, people are arguing, gossiping, you know, starting problems. And it just seems like very dramatic, okay? And now the thing that kind of really caught my eye up here, and let's take this down a bit, is that now, in one of the books I've read, okay, now this, let me just say real quick, this looks like a baby. Okay, so this is like a little bundle and like the little head. So this is like a young baby, not like a young child. Or why do you keep doing that, man? Okay, not like a young child, but a baby, an infant, newborn, something like that. Okay, so when it's more towards like where the handle is on the cup, usually that means like, oh, you're gonna have like new life in the household. You're gonna bring, you know, a new baby into, or somebody's moving in, or, you know, family's showing up and won't leave, something like that. But over here, okay, I think that there must be a baby, pregnancy, or somebody in the relationship have a young child, okay? And maybe I don't know, but I think that maybe this is a child from a different relationship. I think that it is a big, obviously a child is a joy in your life, okay? But when you meet somebody new and you have a young child with somebody, that's, you know, it's always going to be a difficult situation, right? So I think that probably something along the lines of, you know, maybe it didn't work out between mom and dad, and like one of you met somebody else, or, you know, your significant other you've had a child or whatever, and there's just, everybody's kind of, you know, taking sides right now. This baby's involved. It's up at the rim here. So for me, that is like a very important, it means like it's something that's on your mind a lot. Sometimes it's like something spiritual, metaphysical, philosophical, you know, stuff like that, creative. But it could also mean something that is just really always on your mind. Like one of the core things that keeps your, you know, the meaning in your life, right? The things that you work for, the reasons you get up in the morning, that kind of thing. Okay, so I think that that child definitely is a very important part. And I think, you know, I don't want to give advice about stuff, but I think it's something that really needs to be kept in mind. You know, the child's well-being is always more important than anything else, especially when they're really young. Okay, so here I see another coupled. This one's really beautiful because the kind of tea that I'm using is a really nice mix. It has these pretty little flowers in it and stuff. And so anyways, this to me is like, again, a feminine, masculine kind of coupling. I think that this is the same coupling. It's right above that rooster and, you know, the poodle, so I keep calling them. I'm not saying that it's a dog, okay? I mean, a poodle is a dog, but I think it's more like a fancy, like beautiful, maybe a little full of yourself type of type of person, right? So anyways, this is another feminine, masculine grouping. It's ... right above this other formation down here. I think it's the same. I think this is what's in your mind. It's really important. I think this relationship is a great match. I think other people are just really not having it right now. I think that that's going to settle out. I think that both of you have, I assume from, you know, just looking at the qualities of the animals here, that you have good heads on your shoulder. I don't think that you're overly, you know, self-involved to some degree, but not so much that it's a detriment. I think that both of those, you know, both of those animals are definitely very capable and intelligent and hardworking, and, you know, all of those good things, you know, there's a lot of balance, okay? And I think that you balance each other out. I think that you're going to be able to navigate this difficult situation. I think that there's going to be, now when I see these are nice formations, and I think that it really shows that there's a really nice balance in your home life, your spiritual life, your love life, your family life, and work. Okay, so I mean, it's all lined up. And I think that if you are able to just kind of really ignore the running mouths and people's just negative behavior and negative words and all that, I think that, you know, you both of you are going to be in a good place. I think as a family, you're going to be in a good place. I think that, you know, I don't know. For whatever reason, it came to mind that maybe this wasn't a child you had together, but I could be wrong. Maybe you did, and maybe it just is it, you know, it happened early in your relationship and people are just not happy about it, or, you know, jealous or whatever. That could totally be the case. Whatever it is, I think that you are going to make it work. Okay. And I think it's, you know, I think it's there. It looks like, I think it's going to be a powerful union. And it looks like it's going to be a lasting one too. I think that there's going to be, you know, sometimes when people try to put themselves into your relationship and break you up a little bit, break you down, it only makes you stronger. You know, other times it could cause some problems, and you know, it definitely breaks up a relationship. But I think in this situation, you're down with each other enough that you really are just going to get stronger and stronger. I think that people are going to get over it, you know, pretty quickly. I think it's going to be, you know, maybe difficult for a little while longer, maybe a little bit annoying, but I don't think it's going to be anything that you can't handle. Okay. And I think that definitely you two seem to really just complement each other. Definitely. So yeah, definitely. I think that's the reading for me. I think that's what the message I'm going to I'm going to depart with is, you know, this looks like a good match. You know, what relationship doesn't have its little problems, you know, in the beginning and throughout? But that's what we do. We get through those things. We figure out what we need to do, and we grow stronger and smarter and wiser and all of that. Okay, so I just want to thank you. You know, please go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if this message resonated for you. Check out some of the other videos. I'd like to hear your input. I'd like to hear what you've been thinking about, how you're doing. You know, how's that relationship going, you know? I'd love to hear about it. I really enjoy the people that have come into my life doing this, you know. I like to hear how these messages affect you, and I try to keep it lighthearted and enjoyable, because this is supposed to be fun. It doesn't need to be doom and gloom all the time, right? So sometimes there's difficult stuff, but it's all manageable. It's always manageable, okay? So I thank you. I'm honored to read your tea leaves, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Ula Tea Leaf Reading. My name is Lenore, and have a wonderful day.